Hello, friends and fellow Minecrafters. It's me, Warden here, and today I have a showcase, tutorial, and explanation of this awesome custom number item dispenser. As you can see, this is one wide and it is also tileable. I'll just show you how this works. So I have configured it so that it drops 16 items. As you can see, there are 1 stack and 16 right now. And when I cause an update to this piston, it will start dispensing all these blocks at me. And soon enough, as you can see, we have 64 items left and 16 in my inventory. That's the showcase done. Now let's move on to a quick tutorial. Now let me show you how to make this real quick. So what you do, you have your dropper there, and then you take some dispensers and put them such as this, and then you put the face going up, and then you put an observer just above one block of the previous observer, and then you put a piston on top of it going into its back, just like so. And then you take two hoppers and then you put them on the level of the observer and put them going into each other, and then you put a redstone block on the one on the right side, and then you take your piston and put it going into the back side of the redstone block, such like as this, and then you take some blocks and put them just below the level of the hoppers, and then you put a comparator going out from the hopper on the right side, and then you take two blocks and put them just going out from the comparator, and then you take a piston and put it below the second block, such as this, and then you just take an observer and put it going out into that block, and that's your build done. So to just make this work, what you do is, if you want to dispense 64 items, you just take 32 just like so and put them here, and then you can fill this up with however many blocks you want, and then when you cause an update to this piston, it will work. That's the tutorial done. Now let's move on to a quite long explanation. Now let me explain this to you. So we'll start with the easiest and then move on to a little complex mechanics. So this part that actually fires the dropper is just a quick observer clock. So you just put them facing into each other, just like so, and they create a quick clock that you can easily use everywhere. And this part here with the hopper and the redstone block and the piston is just a modified version of the etho hopper clock, so that I can make a one white clock which will give me the long duration. And at the end here, this is just a budded piston, so this is actually powering this block, and this piston does not realize that, and as soon as I cause it an update, it will realize it and extend, and then this observer detects it and fires this piston, puts the etho hopper clock into action, and when this is extended, this piston extends and starts the observer clock, and a dropper fires the items out. Now let me tell you how the reset works. So first of all the items from this hopper go into this hopper, and that deactivates or unpowers this comparator, and then this piston pulls down, this observer detects that and pulls back this redstone block, allowing all the items from this hopper to go into this hopper. That also pulls back this observer, disabling the redstone observer clock, and that stops all the items coming out of this dropper. That's the reset done. Now let's move on to some ways you can use this. So this is the first and the most obvious use. So what you can do is, you can just put some items in there and then just put some chests and hoppers so that you can store all those items that will go into that dropper. And then what you can do is just put a piece of string here. As you can see, there's a piece of string there. And then when I walk through this, just clear my inventory, and then I walk through this, cause an update, and then it will give me 16 items. Now this could be food or blocks or literally anything you want, and you could even put this at 10 stacks if you really want to. Now let's just move on to another quick use. I know a lot of you love to make your quick armor recouping sessions, so when you die you can just quickly get your stuff back. So this is great for that. What you can do is just make one and then put it for 3, and then it will drop 3 stacks of whatever configuration you want of items. So that could be blocks, some food, some arrows, and then what you could do is just give this piston an update, put it a water stream here, and then what will happen is it will just drop that many items for you, and it will just work. Oh, actually I forgot to put in some items here. Just quickly put in some items just to show you all it works. So let's put some chests here, and let me just clear my inventory real quick, and then I'll just go there, got an update, and as you can see, it does drop 16 items of each, as you can see there. Now I do understand if you want to build this in your base, you cannot just have such a long tunnel for one dropper. So what you need to do is just put a block there and then put two repeaters here, and then put a block there just behind this dropper. Or if you just want to build a standalone, you can just make it something like this, and then just walk in, get your 16 items, and run away. Yay. Now this has a million other uses, so let me know some other uses for this so that everyone can learn together in the comment section below. Just a quick note, there's not a world download for this because this is just so quick to throw down, and there's so many variations we can make with this. So yeah, remember that. Now that is a custom number of item dispenser. And now if you want to make a 64 item dispenser that you can just go in and get your 64 items, or just go through and get your 64 item dispenser, you can check the card on the right side of your screen. But anyways guys, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.